Okay. Welcome everybody to day 4 of our augmented reality journey featuring. So we continue our journey all together and let's explore and dive deeply on the things you have been created during the weekend. So who wanna start, Michaela or Eda?
I can start sharing something. But I had a problem with publishing. I can show that later.
Yeah.
What is this?
Can you share screen?
One second. Something weird happened. Okay. Can you see my screen?
It's I'm screen. Yes.
Okay, so this is what I did here. So the start of the field of flowers, and they are all moving in different ways.
Nice.
It took me a long time to get the turning point at the right spot, but now it's working. And but my problem is I couldn't figure it out. So when I go here on test, I'll show you what happens here. So I get network error. And I don't know if I have to put in the information of Instagram somewhere or beforehand or Facebook or something.
So, did you connect your Facebook publishing hub? Did you connect it to the Spark AR?
No, I don't know where and how. I couldn't find anything. So I tried the publishing like the first day we did it, and that worked perfect. And now I just get this error, and I cannot find where I can fill the information in for Instagram or so.
Yeah, but it's obviously saying that you have network error. Means that it's like it cannot connect to the hub, right?
Yeah.
This is test on device, but click OK. Can you press publish?
It's the same thing. I tried it. And you're on the laptop, I have problems of moving this. And it's
you can press upload on the
there was something in front of it. You see, that's the same thing happening.
I never had such problem before.
Yeah, I googled and tried to find solutions, but I couldn't find anything. So is there it's like where can I fill out Illustrator information, or do I not have to do that?
It says that you need simply log in to your Facebook account in your browser. After that, you try to open Spark AR and log in.
Maybe because I opened the program beforehand. Could that be?
Yeah, a browser, you use what browser you use in your computer, like Chrome or whatever you use as main browser. You need to log in to Spark AR in that browser.
In the browser?
In not Spark AR, to Facebook, yes.
Okay.
You need to log into Facebook and then try again to do that.
Okay, maybe I tried other way around, try to log in first and then open the program. I didn't do that yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, basically it cannot log into your Facebook account, I think. Yeah. And I think the same thing, you need to enter to your Facebook account. Yeah, okay. On your computer.
Okay, I try that and stop this here for a second. And nice. I try that.
Okay. Eda, hello. Can you show us what you have been working during the workshop? We see Claudia.
Just a moment. I need to interrupt you. Claudia, hello. Nice to
Hello.
see you here in our workshops. Actually, Claudia registered herself for much more workshops, but sadly, you were not able to join us, yes?
Yes, I wasn't. I just pick a little bit.
But you will take a part at our offline workshops here in Hanover, or?
Maybe. I just go and get my headphones.
Nice.
Yes, Vira. So you will have the possibility to meet Claudia also here in Hanover. She's an artist.
But I didn't understand you. What's the point?
Here is Vira. Vira is our teacher, and we were just talking about that you will join the workshops also in Hanover.
Maybe yes.
Okay.
If I can manage.
I see. Yes, and at this moment, Vira checks the homework from our students.
Yeah, we have been working for almost for 1 week actually. So we had 3 workshops, and Helena, I think she will send you records, but it will be time consuming because one lecture is 2 hours. So basically, we were learning how to work with Spark AR, and our students, Michaela and Eda, they completed their ideas, and we already saw what Michaela did. And now we are moving to Eda to see what she created during the weekends. Eda, hello.
Hi. Now I can send it from my desktop. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Yes, that was what I did last time too, but I couldn't figure out how to put the stars there. But now I did manage to do that. It's working perfectly on Instagram. And yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice. I love the idea. And you see right now we see emitters in the scene, and that's why it is working. So basically, sometimes I think we have kind of bug on a rendering scene. If we don't have here on the left in our setup any projects, for example, you could delete accidentally emitters, but it could stay in the middle in the viewport just because program remembers that it was here. But actually it couldn't work on the phone because it was not in setup. Yeah. Yeah.
I had to redo the project like 3 times, but in the end it worked, so I'm happy. I want to add kind of like a voice, like the background, like a sound, like shiny sound. Now I'm working on that.
Nice. So will you generate sound, or?
I guess I will generate. I want to do something different than usual, so I will generate sound.
Okay, nice. So actually during the past weekend I was diving into Lens Studio for Snapchat. It looks much more complicated. So when I back to Spark AR, I see and look at the setup, I say, oh, it's so easy. But of course, when we are learning something new, it's not easy. I understand you. So you did very good, because when we started, we had 6 participants and now only 2 who completed the task. So you both girls deserve some reward. That's for sure. So I actually, last time Michaela asked, can we track at one time 3 target tracking, right? To appear. So I found a solution for that, because actually in previous times we couldn't make it, but with the recent update of Spark AR, there is some solution. So today I will show you how to make this. Also, I was talking you that probably we will dive in Stable Diffusion, but it's too complicated. It's absolutely different topic and requires different workshop. So we will do we will try to make some animation here and also add to target tracking. So let's go. I will make a setup, just close it and make from the scratch. So basically said that that will be very easy because you already know how everything works. For Claudia will be maybe not so easy, but
That's okay. I
yeah,
understand.
I'll try to.
Me too. Not so easy.
For Harro will not be easy because he was chilling on the Mediterranean Sea and he didn't visit us. So yeah, so we have seen here, it's related to our device. So let's place some target tracker. Target tracker is for image that we want to track. So it's appeared in the our viewport. So to be able to track for example, 3 images at one, we need just to copy that target tracker. Basically, Command C, Command V, I'm copying, and here in viewport, I just need to slide to the left a bit, so we have 2 target trackers, and also Control C, Control V. I can copy here in the scene setup, and also I can copy here inside of the viewport. So let's say we have 3 target trackers. So on the bottom side where our asset, we need to add what we're gonna track. So I will use my AI generated artworks that I downloaded from Runway ML. It will be first, second, and third. So they added to our assets to our textures on the bottom left. And for that first target tracker, I click on that in the scene, and here in properties appear my settings. So I click on the texture and I choose one. And it is appearing here in viewport. Also, my screen a bit dark. Maybe I will make it lighter. Yes, like this. Also, how could we manage viewport? Yeah, so we have on the top view right now is perspective projection, orthographic projection. We can play with that and check what is happening. Nothing is changing, but it should change actually. Sometimes my Sparky are like not responding correctly during the stream. So basically it must change some positions. So to clearly see, so we also see this our imitation of the phone here, and we see that first a target tracker appeared. So also I will add the same to the target tracker number 1. I will add another second artwork here, and target tracker number 3, third one. So basically, if you will have on your exhibition 3 different artworks, you need to take a good quality photograph of those artworks, edit them in Photoshop to make like 2D image of the artwork, and then you upload here as a target tracker. But be sure that it is not so heavy. You see there is dimension 500 on 500 pixels, so it's more than enough. No need to make like very heavy images. Yeah. So we need to add some content to those artworks that will appear in augmented reality. So let's say it will be for now just a simple 3D shapes because I don't have time to model, but you can create in Blender whatever you want. So I will use AR library. We can start AR library from this folder on the left side or from this plus. So it's both works for AR library. So right now I opened that. There are some things you can get: 3D objects, music page, sound, textures. We go to 3D objects, and I will use just basic 3D shapes. So you see that we don't need actually to go to Blender. We can take whatever we want. I just press on the 3D shape and press import free. So it says downloading. I think it's downloaded actually. So that will be my second one. I also imported to the scene. What is that? Import also. And I will take sphere. Are they here? Yes. So in our asset appeared our 3D shapes. Also, to make them like recognizable, I will change the color of the shape. So here, as you remember, we have the name of our asset and this 3D shape and texture. We are changing texture on the right in properties. I just pick some random color and maybe I will add some metallic and change some roughness. It will be physically based material. Also, I will change a little bit next one. Also, I'm changing texture on the right side in properties. Here. And also Harro sphere. What's that? They look absolutely the same in the assets, but it should be different when we place them in the viewport. Okay. So we take the first one and place just above the target tracker number 1. So it is appeared here in the viewport. And also here it is appeared inside of our phone imitation. We can also change some position. And you see it shall be inside of our target tracker. So when we click on the triangle, it is disappearing and appearing again. So take another one, octadron, and place the target tracker number 2. And the same we do with the third one. So all of them has our objects. And basically, so it works the same way like usually. Now I'm changing target tracker, but I want to change the object. So yes. Also, we can assign some animation. So we click on the 3D object and press this dynamic window is make my life hard. Animate and let's spin it. Yeah, and you remember on the patch editor we change speed of that movement. Also, we add something to this float, blink. Let's let it float maybe. See? So it's floating. We also can adjust the speed, how fast it is. Maybe not so fast. And the third one, we also add some animation. Let's make it pulse. Can we see here? So we use WASD in the viewport. So basically, this is our augmented reality to existing artworks. Yeah, if we want to test, every time I go, like every day I close my computer, I wake up, I need to add experience again. So we add experience, and this is our sharing effect. Yes. So we just press OK. And I wanna make it shared for testing for Instagram. On my computer works everything good because I connected to my Facebook. So my question to Michaela, could you connect your Facebook while I'm talking? Is it working?
No, it was not working. I started again.
Actually, when you were installing Spark AR, did Spark AR ask you to connect your Facebook, like sign into Spark AR via Facebook?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. So basically it should work. Copy link. So let's see, now we have test link. What is this? My developers. Yeah. You see, it says she restarted computer and launched Spark AR immediately without waiting system to load completely. Also, people says like you need to bug report. Maybe like it's appeared some bug on your setup. I will actually, you can reinstall the Spark AR and I will show you how not to lose your file. So you can reopen it again after you reinstall Spark AR. Maybe you need to make this. So this is my target tracking. Let's make a TNCC. So I will make QR code so you can test how is it working. How to make those QR codes, it was lecture 2. I will say test. Okay, shorten. It already exists. Test 4. So I download my QR code as a PNG. Test 4. So basically it will work like only one time you need to place a QR code on exhibition. So anyway, you need some QR code actually. But it will work for setup of all your artworks as target tracker. Insert image, applied from computer. Documents. It's hard to understand. Icons, downloads. Test 4. Now I go here. So basically, if you scan QR code, you shall see as my digital something appeared in front of the frogs. Let's say frogs. So I'm trying to see participants where they are. Here. So anybody is trying to test right now?
It's working for me.
Nice, cool. So it's very clear, right? Very easy. Just 3 target trackers, and then we add picture, image, and then it works. But Michaela, it will not work for world effect. Like if you're placing your flowers in world effect, then you need separate for every setup, separate QR code. Yeah. Okay, so next very interesting thing. Sometimes people they're doing asking how can I animate my artworks. Let's close it. I will not repeat it. Let's close and let's again start from blank project. So basically when we are on an exhibition, or probably we have some prints on t-shirts, we want to add augmented reality and animate that image. So it is again will be target tracker. Actually, yeah, our target tracker always work for artworks. So we will add again image, and we are adding from assets over there. I will add again my frogs. So first frog is here. It will be my target tracker. This texture. Now you see it is not working because I forgot about plane. Wait. Target tracker we choose from properties from the right. We choose it, so it works as target tracker. So we need to add some layer as animated sequence. We cannot place exactly the video, but we can make some animated sequence from the artworks. So to remind you, where do I get my artworks? I get them from Runway ML. So basically they are generated. Yes, I have them here in assets. And it is a lot of my generated artworks over there. Yeah, so they're so nice creatures. I already downloaded them. So I generated them like a lot, let's say, and I uploaded some of them to my computer. So here I need in assets to create animation sequence. We can rename it probably in some like let's say my art. So for our animation sequence, we need actually to choose exactly artworks that we need to, it will be working as GIF file actually, but we choose a new texture and we choose several artworks. So basically I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can choose all of them. So they will be working as a GIF file, as edit reality open. Yeah. So in asset, it created runway 1 to 8. So duration 8 frames, file size we see here on the right in the properties. I also can open it for full screen. So right now it is compressing to be able to work on the different devices. And we need to create right now here in target tracker those sequence. So basically we add a plane and insert to the scene. So we need to move that plane exactly under the target tracker. So it is appeared in our viewport over there. And it is a bit small. I can change scale on the right and properties. If I start to change, but yeah, okay. So I just change scale here, or I change scale here on the top. So it will be more like this. Okay. So right now is this plane, I need to add materials. So again, we go to properties and we choose material. We don't have material, it creates material 0. So again, in assets, we go to material 0 and we need to add our texture. So our sequence, I named my art. I'm adding, and you see it is like right now. It is a very interesting effect it has, but duration is too fast. We can also adjust opacity. We can move this a bit out of our target tracker like this towards the camera. Also see what's going on here in the phone. It's a bit so far because our camera is so far over there. Runway. We need to adjust duration 8 frames. In our animation sequence, we made setup for my art. We go to right part, and these controllers for that animation sequence, we see it is looped, so it will be changing non-stop. If I just unmark it, it will stop. Yeah, so if I restart again, it will stop. So better we make it looped, and we just change this FPS. It's like speed. I think if I change for 4, it will be better. Maybe if I change for 3, it will be even slower. Or maybe if I want a faster, so I adjust as I want, right? So in augmented reality, it will just create another, maybe I want to cover completely. So in augmented reality, it will just create additional layer and like additional context for my artwork. So I can communicate with visitors of gallery using that tool. I want to just exactly to the size of target tracker. Now I'm trying to make it manually. Just if I stop it, maybe it will be easier. Turn to up. So how I'm doing it again, on the top I choose scaling, edit the scale selected object, and I'm just scaling manually. Or more precisely, of course, you see, there is something more precisely we are changing here in transformations. So when we start again, it is working here on our controllers. So do you have any questions on that point? I think it's easy. Michaela, like kinda trying to ask, but
Yeah, I think it's you can just turn it down so that it's horizontal, right? The movie.
yeah.
So I would like to have the movie on the ground, playing on the ground. So you just turn it horizontal, I guess, right?
Yeah, you just press rotation and turn it like this.
Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah.
But then you need actually, but how you calculate the ground, distance to the ground? Normally for ground effect, we need plane tracker. Now it is not available. Plane tracker detects surface, right?
Yeah.
Actually, for your flowers, you can just create that animation sequence and just place it on the ground under the plane tracker here. So it will appear as an animated floor, and your flowers will be like moving.
Yeah, so I thought I could use like the real video from the real ones that I did and just take out some pictures and then make it like a GIF animation like this and put it on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to do that, but with a plane tracker, because with target tracker, it will adjust that image to the target tracker actually. So if you place your painting on the wall, that animation appears just on the this distance from the painting.
Yeah.
So basically plain tracker.
Mhm.
So also there is very interesting way to animate your artworks. Also we can use run ML app, and we can generate video. We can generate video, text, image to video, and video to video. So it says a lot of stuff for that. Each second of video uses 5 credits. I have 60 credits. Then it's my free version. But if I wanna make it more, then I need to buy some subscription, upgrade. So, but even on free version, we can play actually. So let's check how it works over there. I want to take my frog and generate video out of this. We have some settings here. So to remove watermark, I need to upgrade, upscale, better quality, upgrade. And that's it. Okay, let's try what we'll see. Oh, I need to go to paid plan. So basically, right now I cannot show you because they are not allowing me. But it would be, and I have only 12 seconds left. Got it. So basically what we do if we have already some short video, maybe we recorded something, we need to break that video to images. Like we need to divide, or for example, GIF file. I have some GIF file already to JPEGs. Convert GIF to JPEG. So we just find some converter, and some of them, most of them are not free again. Like we need to be conscious that we will be paying. Now that I don't want to use. Divide GIF file. My lovely converter, I love it. So, or is video file or GIF, we need to break it to JPEGs. I already prepared some GIF file that is not working directly. I cannot import it to the Spark.AR, but I can break it to small different images and then use it the same way, like sequence. Now it says download zip. This is look, that's funny. He broke, but he created something very strange. Something very strange of that. I just want to try how it works. Target tracker and plane again, and then plane we place under target tracker. They have the same name. So this is my new one. Let's rename it. So if I wanna import, I will show you just directly GIF file. It is not working. You see, this is my overflow GIF, and it is like a bit gray. It is not working, so I cannot use it. So again, I will create the sequence, animation sequence. Choose file, new texture. I'm adding a new texture. So here, now we will see what will come up. It is compressing over there. So plane tracker. We need to go to this plane tracker and choose a material. Create new one, will be material one, and choose that sequence. My animation sequence. So something, it created something. So let's place it on the first. And maybe not so fast, so we adjust an FPS, an animation sequence. So basically, if you want to add animation, I just choose somebody's work actually. So and that like break JPEG GIF to the JPEGs didn't work well. But if you know how to work in Photoshop or on your tablet, right, to write that animation sequence, so you can add using that technique to your artwork, to your existing artwork. So, but basically, like in a way, it's break and edit in some way. So also the same way we do with video, but it will be like video to GIF. So the same, it will work in Spark AR, like video to GIF. So this way. Okay. Do you have some questions like unclear techniques that you would like to implement in your artworks, but you don't know how to make it? Because this is, I already showed you. Sharing effect.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Do we really need an image for target tracking? Can we make, for example, a text for it?
Let's try. I mean, target tracker, it must be something in real world that you can scan with your camera.
But like we mostly did images for that, but can we for example scan a text and then that thing that we created as a filter pops out? Can we do it for text?
We can try, because normally in description it says like we need more complex images to be able to track, but maybe something changed. So we can just try. So if we write here some text, so in a way it must be image at the end. It must be image in the end. Text it can be like this. My art is here. So very conceptual artwork. Let's make it really big. We just try, but it will be experiment right now because I'm not sure if it will work. My art is here. So this will be your target tracker, but anyway, you need here like an exhibition, for example, QR code first to start. I think maybe it will work if we add at least a little bit, maybe some emoticons or some small artworks around. I mean, something visual. So I made a screenshot and we go to Spark AR and let's target tracker. We add it again and we add our asset I just created as our text. So normally it didn't work previous times, but we check because it's I'm really curious. It's like experiment. Also, I have my logo. You can try with logo as well. So we place it here, target tracker, choose file, screenshot. Now my art is here. So let's add something, search AR library. We can add some 3D objects, but we have a lot of really nice stuff over there. Import free. Let's try how it will work. Pull podas. Okay, it says like file is very good, optimized. Let's place it under target tracker. It's a bit big. Let's make scale just very small, 0.2 at least. I will copy it. This is, I don't know what it is, something. It is something. We will add some pulsing. Okay, that's it. Let's check how it will work. Publish, test on device. Add experience again. Sharing effect, insert. So where is my link? So it is uploading to Spark AR Hub. Now actually I will show you also how to save your file. So even if you reinstall your Spark AR, you can use that file to launch your project again. Test link, I need copy link. Is that one my CC manage URLs? I'll edit my URL test for. Save changes. Now we go back to our presentation. Where it was. I have so many open. I have so many open folders. So can you try right now with your phone? Scan that QR code and try to track the text.
It's actually working.
Nice. Can you make a screenshot and share with us somehow? I mean, so
Okay.
that's good. That's good experiment because you know those programs are evolving all the time, and yeah, it can be. Harro, how do you think if we will make exhibition in Kunsthalle Hanover during Labor 2, we will just place very minimalistic signatures. My art is here, or look here, and QR codes. So that will be really dull, right? Like we don't need any target tracker like image. We can make just make like look at me, drink me, jump here, scan here. Yeah. So that's good because I remember like several years ago when Spark AR was not so advanced, they couldn't make tracking of text. And even simple like ornaments, like geometrical textures, also it couldn't track because it was too low information for target tracking. So right now it's really cool. Thank you for pushing. We make a lot of exploration together. So related information, how to publish and how to save your projects. So here, you know, we can just save our project. We can name it and it will create folder somewhere in your documents. So you can just save it. But if you need exactly that file that will work for you to upload later to Spark AR Hub, we press publish, for example. We can click update existing effect. So it will ask you choose owner of account and what exactly effect you want to update, or you can publish new effect. This demo video we are making during the testing time up to 15 seconds. So, and here, for example, if we don't want right now to publish, or we want to update existing effect, but we don't remember the name of effect, we just click export and we save to our folder. Like I want to save it here in my AR. So I got my file, my AR export. So what is difference between that AR project, like AR project? This is Spark AR file. When I click, it will load the scene in Spark AR. But exactly that file, my AR export, this file we upload into Spark AR Hub. For example, now it will upload to Spark AR exactly right from the program. Now we wait a bit. So I will show you how to update your existing effects and how to, for example, take your file to edit and then update and load again. Wow, you see, it's not me. My avatar is different. So it says like I need my Meta account, but I think I already have it. Why? Now we got problem because I don't remember my Spark Meta password. Can't log in with Facebook. Can I use another? I'm in Safari. I'm normally maybe Google Chrome. So how do we control our effects? Meta Hub Spark, just Google it here. Meta Spark Studio. Manage AR effect with Spark AR Hub. So we go here, we have a lot of actually learn programs, features. We have a lot of tutorials. It's a bit complicated how to learn over there, but if you like to read a lot of text, you need to continue. Why it is asking me to log in on every my account? Continue with Instagram. My problem, I don't remember my passwords. Computer should remember. Okay, what to do? You see, I have similar problem. Michaela, maybe that, but it was working. Maybe it's problem with Meta Spark right now. That's why you can't log in. Like it will take a lot of time. Okay, so what to do? So basically what you need to remember that AR export you upload directly to Spark AR Hub. Yeah. And then you can manage your effects. This is my account. Forgotten. I'll try to restore it. Okay, so what? It wants me new password. Now you will all see my password actually. But I stop sharing because this cybersecurity is on the top. You must know, don't share your passwords. Wait a second. Yeah, they are changing like from Facebook to MetaSpark, and you need to always log in again and remember your passwords and create new password. So I will use password generator. For everything, I'm using generators. Password generator. And then will come complex thing. I need to log in on all my devices with new password. So where it was. Okay.
We can do a screenshot of your password, then you don't forget it anymore.
Okay, I logged. Now I will show you that thing. Now I will share my screen again. And I need to find all of you. I'm sharing my screen. So you see, for example, you work on your augmented reality creations. You work it, and you forgot about that. You back in some time, you see this effect no longer works with all devices, not on longer works, you need to update. So we press here on the effects that need to be updated. And we also press update. We need to actually take that file, see files. Yeah, so when we open our effect, we see our insights, impressions, and we need to get file. We press see files and we see that AR export, that one. We can just download. We can work with that in Spark AR and then upload again. So after we work it in Spark AR, we go back to that effect, we press update, and we just replace that AR export. You see, it's because old version of Spark AR and all systems, they update all the time. You need to make as like the most latest version of your effects. So if I so what I did actually, I will repeat. I just that file, I press replace, I go to folder where I stored my artwork, and you see that ARR project that for Spark AR is not working. It is like gray color, but my AR export that I exported, it is working. I just press and open, so it is uploading. So to be able to publish, I need to record video again, because I updated, maybe I made some changes. So, and that's it. Yeah, and that's it. So that's why that file is very important. Or for example, if your computer just broke and you lost all your files, but all your projects, they are here. So you anytime you can back to your effects. For example, if this is my sculpture park over there, all effects over there. If I, for example, lost on my computer, on my device, I cannot find them. Anytime I go to my file and I can just take the file to my computer. So if I don't need to update. Right now, it's not so clear where to get my file. It says like, try to find where is your file. Okay, it must be somewhere here actually. So details files. Yeah. So it's here, like you go to effect, you go to your published effect and all your insights details on the left side here, files. And you see how many times I updated and I need to update again, probably, so I can download and work. So it's kind of work like cultural preservation if you're working with augmented reality sculptures like I do. So anytime if I losing them on somewhere on computer, I can find here in Spark AR on that cloud. Do you have a Harro some question? No? Is anybody have questions?
Yes. Actually, I guess last time you already answered this question. If you have 3D images files, how can you integrate them into or change them into AR?
Yeah. I will show, I will tell you specifically for all other kids, it will be just they will just renew information in their brain. Yeah. But before I go to your question, look here, explore a new topic to learn. We have a learning center. It's getting started with Meta. And we have also getting started read article. We have tutorials and also on YouTube, like tons of tutorials. So you can try to find if you want to improve your knowledge. So going back to Spark here. So what I was trying to show you is that try to export here. If, for example, you cannot log into your Meta Spark AR hub, maybe better you reinstall your Spark AR, but before you reinstall, in order not to lose your work, you export that you created to AR export, and then you can upload to the MetaSpark Hub. And as well, we can open just here, file, open. You see, we can open as AR project, and also we can open iRexport. So it doesn't matter. So this actually, Harro, this is 3D artwork I took from AR library. But if you create it in Blender, then we made different setup. So target tracker is for tracking of real objects in real world. We already understood that. Text is working also. Yeah, maybe it can be not only text, but some random, strange geometrical figures printed on A4 format. This is target tracker. So, but what we created, it was a world tracking. So I will not save. Let's start blank project. So for 3D objects in your space, we use plane tracker. Plane tracker. And for plane tracker, here where you see a blue cross over there in the viewport, we will place object. Objects we can take from AR library, or you can import it as GLTF or GLB format.
But it needs to be
GLB or GLTF.
Ah.
Yes, only. Now, okay, I did it 2 times. Okay. So here's diamond. Our diamond consists from shape and from texture. Texture, I will publish. It will be just gray. We place it just under the plane tracker. It's very small diamonds. Oh, I want to change the scale over there. Just place it bigger. like this. And also texture, we are changing in assets. Asset and go to property. Let's make it like a glass, blue, and physically based material we choose. We add some metallic, we play with roughness. You see, it's already started to be vibrant. And alpha bag, we can change opacity actually. Opacity will show us sometimes that if behind the project something is happening, so it will be a bit transparent. That's it. So, and we can add some here. We click on the diamond and we press on the magic tool and place animation effect. Also, we can add pulsing. I would like, it's already pulsing, it's double pulsing, spinning. You see? So it's patches adding, and we can change your speed. So not so fast. So this is your, and that in IR library, we have a lot of different objects. They are very well optimized. They are like open source, so we can use them. We can search, for example, what would you like to share maybe? So we have a bunch of chairs, you see, you can even use chair list, you can animate it, and then will work for your project. So whatever,
Actually,
maybe what really I like to work with characters. Some of them are not suitable for Spark Air because they're too heavy. This basic, it looks like from Gravity Sketch actually, dancing figures. Those figures we can animate in a Blender if you know how to work with bones. So then animated figures. What was the question, Harro?
the question was,
You see?
I did some 3D scannings from fossils, and we used a program to print it like this. You know, it's a real fossil, but it's
Nice.
minimized. You know, so it's in real. It's big like this. You know, but how if I want to import it into Blender, for example, is it possible somehow? I mean, we have the digital data, so how to import this data into Blender? I mean, probably you did this with also with Tilt Brush, right?
Yeah. Actually, those one who will go to the Hanover 5 days workshop, we will be working with Gravity Sketch, with Tilt Brush, but 3D objects we create them in Gravity Sketch actually, and then we optimize in Blender.
Okay.
So I will show you. So what program did you use to scan it? Polycam?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's 10, 15 years ago, but I mean, we used the 3-day scanner at that time, and then something like Rapid Pro or something like that. And then but now the datas are, we still could use the datas on the 3D printer, which I was really surprised that it still worked. So I have to check, I have to ask our webmaster what was the program. Something like SDL or something like that. Is it possible? I don't know. I forgot, but I can research it, what we used. But I guess it's complicated to change this kind
No,
of.
it's not. I'm
No?
actually thinking like in Hanover during workshop, we can scan some real object that has value historical. and then resync them in augmented reality and create new context.
Okay, yeah,
It would be really cool. Hanover, I'm just writing 3D scanning. So all pipeline, how we do that? Actually, I will show you now. But look what's going on over there. I added 2 figures here,
yes, I
and
see.
they are jumping the same. You know why? Because I place them as baby project to diamond. So if I don't want them to jump, I need to place exactly under the plane tracker. So now our diamond is jumping and they are not. So then I can adjust exactly for that figures their personal animation. Look what they're doing. Oh, Jesus. This is really cool right now. But again, too fast. And it's not correct. You see, they have bones. Up, stop. They have bones inside already. So those bones we can animate.
Wow.
Yes, but not today. It's a bit complicated stuff. Animation bones. Okay, how do we optimize? We go to Blender. Look, this I made in Gravity Sketch. This is one of my artwork. And the thing is, it is already optimized. You see, when we go to the mesh, it's already low poly. Like it's not so much triangles over there. Now I import 3D mesh that was generated. We had generated mesh GLB. Now, where is it? Probably I did the wrong thing. I need to export. No, I messed up. Import. I need to get it. Import. Mesh 2. Where is my mesh? It's not importing. Okay, let's delete everything. X, delete. Let's work one more time. File, import. So you see there are a lot of formats. Format for augmented reality shall be GLB or GLTF. So all generated we used as GLB. And it's not appearing. That's like fantastic something is happening. So don't save. Let's open again. General. So many tools we need to know. Actually, digital production is very complex, really hard stuff. That's why I'm not surprised that so many people, they couldn't make it. We need to create some, to think about rewards to our girls to add and to Michaela, because they really survived that journey and they created some stuff. That is very important because not so many people could make it.
That's amazing.
Okay, now you see, I imported the mesh. That mesh is generated. We have texture, looks beautiful. Our texture looks amazing. Let's see over there. But our mesh doesn't look so good. These all triangles, and this is our, and this is our high poly model. I come closer. It's a lot. So I think it was lecture number 2, how we installed Metaspark Toolkit. We have it gives us data 42K triangles. It's too much. We can reduce over there, apply. Still not so good. I mean, I can reduce many times, but better works decimate. I'll reduce here. You see? And data is here. Metaspark toolkit is changing. So, but we had a small trouble last time. Triangles are changing, but texture still the same big. So basically, to get like full optimization, if you're planning to use not only mesh, but texture as well, we need to also work with texture to optimize texture. This is high is a little bit too much. We need to scale it. So for scaling, I will take that instrument. Yes. And I will just place it like this. So this we call like a mesh optimization. This is important to make from high poly, low poly. Right now it is low poly. You see the difference? Much more triangles on the square millimeter. But all content that we scan, that we generate with artificial intelligence, and that we do in virtual reality, it is high poly, and it's really a headache to optimize that, but it's very important. So
why you reduce it? It's too much data.
yeah, because too much triangles. Now we have 4.9. But still, its texture is big, so we need
to show the texture. You don't need to have this poly triangles. You don't need so much. Is it right?
yes, because in our devices, in our phones, it's very little space. We have limitation only 4 megabytes, and they are like this. Phones are so small; they don't need to have large scale objects to render. This is why we need to optimize. Also for game industry, we are optimizing artwork, assets, because in video games, they do real-time rendering. If the assets would be too big, it would be rendered like like this. But everything is happening very smoothly because they have actually that even more low poly. They have objects like this. Not like this, but like this, even more low poly.
One more question.
Yeah.
But if you want to print it, for example, you print it probably. You can't print the color probably, but or is it also possible with a printer?
Yeah, you print, but as long as you know, for 3D printing, they're using different program, and that program calculates the mesh, and within that program, you can reduce mesh actually before printing, because they have their setup and different requirements. Yeah, but all scanned object you can print. Actually, I went to Istanbul Tech Summit in April, and they scanned me full body. I was in T-pose, they scanned me. It was like room of cameras. They created a lot of shots, and they created my 3D model. But they didn't sell me that. I think they are selling my digital twin.
Good.
For some games, I don't know, on some platforms like 3DD or Sketchfab. Yeah, I think if you will see me in some digital game, like video game, don't be scared just because they scanned me and didn't send my twin. So, and they also told me, from your digital twin, we will make 3D printing of your figure. But because it was last day of conference, just 2 hours before we closed, I get nothing. No digital twin, no printed version of myself.
But you should insist. I mean, it's part of you yourself. I mean, they can't use it just by themselves only.
Yeah, I think everything that we create as mesh and 3D object we can print. Maybe if you have printer in Hanover, we
have.
yeah, all I think it would be really nice if everything we create in virtual reality, we then create augmented reality and we can 3D print it.
Yeah, it's just not so big, but
yeah, it's limitation. It will be small models like that.
I
Right?
see it's the printer. It's here.
Wow. Yes.
Not,
Cool.
it's not so small, but it's see?
Yes. I think it's gonna be very interesting stuff.
Yeah. And you know, once we printed, we scanned this most famous artist of Hanover,
Wow.
Tim Ulrichs. I
Mm.
still have this 3D data from him,
Mm.
and it was a body scan. So what happened to you? We did also in Hanover with this guy, this artist friend, and yeah, this data can still be used. Maybe I don't know. We will be happy.
Yeah, I think for 3D printers they using more high poly. They're using more like that. So it
Yeah,
will be plus minus, not triangulate, but plus minus like surface will be more soft. Sounds like that. So how do we reduce texture? If, for example, you generated something or created, also when you work in Gravity Sketch, you can adjust texture into Gravity Sketch. It will be huge size because you can use the reference images in Gravity Sketch. You can apply the texture to your creation, then you place here, and then appear in very interesting stuff like it's very big. So this UV editing, this our UV map that is attaching to our object. And it just, you see, this like psychedelic art. So there's like color in every mesh, and we need to save this object, save as image null 0 PNG. So let's save it as image here, AR Spark, maybe here better. I want to see in Finder how big it is. It was what was the folder here? Let's get information. You see, texture 6.6 megabyte, and our limitation only 4 megabyte for Spark AR. It's still working actually when I insert it in Spark AR, but I was wondering if I reduced my triangles and my really object was optimized, so why it doesn't work for Spark AR, because it told me still my object is so big. So basically I don't have here installed Photoshop, but I'm using this Photopea I'm using. New project. Now I want to open from computer. So I just need to reduce the size of my image 0 upload. What it says me? This. So that tool is very good, photopea.com, if you don't have Photoshop on your computer. Also, like it's very big. Let's make it 1000 pixel on 1000. It doesn't show me how it is reduced. Now this became smaller. Image size. Now it shows me 1 megabyte. Okay, I will save it with the same name. Export, I think. Was it JPEG or PNG? Let me see. Well, let me see. PNG, it was PNG. Okay, let's export with the same name, image 0 PNG. So basically, when you have too many assets in your augmented reality experience, you need to optimize them as much as possible. Sometimes, like, you optimize and you think it's a small object, but actually texture gives you weight. So we just open a new one, image 0 PNG. Actually, nothing changed because it's absolutely the same. Maybe we can also try replace, right? This is my image 0. I'm replacing with this 6.6. Downloads. Where I did save my that one is small one, you see? 3.0. I don't know, it created me so many additional files. No, it's not the same. It's from another sculpture. Wait, one more time. I will export this PNG, image 0. Maybe I also can change quality and save. So it is 7. It gives me different name. So it gave me just different name. Now it will be okay. 0, 0, 0. I will just copy and place into the folder where I exactly know. Here, that I delete. I'll delete it. I delete, move to bin. I need absolutely the same name as it was before because it's written in code of the model. So let's go back to Blender. And one more time, we replace. What is this? Image, replace, AR Park. So it is smaller. Let's take a look. Now it's obviously much smaller. Let's go here to our model. We need to get object mode and let's see how it works. So now this model is really optimized for augmented reality, and you see that it doesn't have too much changes, like still okay. So we can just export it and use in our like completely fully optimized project. Only SGLB, GLTF. That's it, no other formats. Also, I wanted to show architects who is going to use artificial intelligence, one more tool. So let's check the size before we go to that. So this is my GLB sculpture. I'm getting for, okay, it was 6.6, now it's 3 megabyte. So it's totally okay. Like we just optimized it 2 times. Became 2 times smaller. I wanted to show one more really cool tool. What is this? Ah, this is, yeah, that tool looks AI. Wait, it's a bit difficult over there. I will give you also to chat so you can try. Chat, I give you the tool. So if I go to new folder, just. So it says like it is next generation platform for designers. But basically it generates whatever it generates, not only architecture, interior design, but the thing is it generates like 2D image. So we need to sign up. But it says like it works even better than Midjourney, but again it has some limitations, like how many pieces we can generate. You see? So it's like heaven for architects. You can play with that, generate the same, maybe similar. So basically that model was trained exactly on architecture and interior design, specifically for architects and designers. So I wanted to share with you the tool. I wanna make creative, like output effect, rendering style. We can choose, maybe add some prompts. Like it works the same. It's already copying some prompts, and we can just add something, and number of creations we can generate, and click generate here. Start creations over there. So it is working. Also, you can train model over here. I have 96 credits. Yeah. So basically, there are a lot of tools. It's already ready. Let's see what we get. Like to visualize your dreams. Probably we can, our visualization we can use as a reference image, right? And then model and gravity sketch and blender, whatever, or we can use soon will be ready a lot of AI generated image to 3D, more advanced than CCM actually. Yeah, I got something like that. What is this? Skyscrapers, but they were like pots. They were made from pots. You see, reference image was like that. So basically, we could replace that image and create something unique. So I think like it also requires some specific creativity from our side to give some reference image and to edit some prompts, so it will generate a different type of architecture. I really like Zaha Hadid style. Yeah, I'm waiting those generators that will be possible to generate with mesh for us. Okay, I have. Do you have question?
Yeah, it's more like an information, because the project which you are participating, there is one artist, Italian artist, and he worked with this program, and he's an architect and he did some kind of AR generated images, which we will probably show in the exhibition you are participating. It's funny because it's just exactly this program, I guess.
Most of art they do with Midjourney actually. So Midjourney trained a lot to create architecture, but Midjourney using for everything. So that particular AI trained to generate architecture. So even it is more advanced, I think. But it looks like Midjourney actually, similar to that. Maybe even more advanced, more.
It's great. It's very interesting.
I love it. And I already showed guys Atlas, right? It was Atlas. Like when they will start it to work, can create from that generated stuff, we can create mesh using artificial intelligence. So in order not to hire people who can model it, right? So AI will generate as mesh. So that mesh we will be able to use in Blender in all our creations. I think that will just upshift all the technologies like augmented reality, metaverse, everything what is digital, and also production for architects. Also, I saw that AI affecting real work of architects. I saw some project on Instagram that built somewhere in Germany. I don't remember the city, just in the city center, but it looks like exactly like generation stuff from Midjourney. Something like that, something like futuristic, full of glass and strange shapes, and people using it as a co-working space. So basically, they're working in AI generated. We see real sculpture. I mean, real architecture, but it looks like sculpture. Yeah. So my question to girls, do you have any questions? Yeah, because we have like 14 minutes left, and we had really 2 intense days. Today we studied some new things a little bit, and jumped to some stuff to just remember because Harro was asking a lot of questions. But you know how our brain learn. When we repeat the same, we learn. If we just heard one time, in 2 days we forget. So thank you, Harro, for your questions. So we could remember information and just repeat it again.
Thank you too.
Yeah. Michaela, do you have some questions? We don't hear you, by the way. Oh, maybe now we hear you, yes.
Try to yeah, so I have a question. I just managed to publish this thing while you were talking about this other thing. I did a detour and very complicated, but it's online on Facebook now on my phone. But I thought I could show that to you when it disappeared. So these flowers that I have, they are flying on the screen, so they are not stationed or so. I cannot really go around them or something. They're just flying on the screen. So they.
Can you actually create a QR code and share for us so we will test?
Yeah, I don't know if that works with that code. Wait, where's the?
Yeah, I'll remind you, we create QR codes in TNCC. Like, it will be very fast for you. Oh, this is my TNCC, but I will share you on the chat, so you can very fast create to us QR code and share screen. And share screen so we can scan it. Actually, 1 sec, I will bring my phone because it is downstairs. While you're preparing, 1 second, I will be back because I want to test it.
So Michaela, did you publish it
I
on Facebook?
sent it on in the chat as a link. I hope that works.
Also, I remembered what I want to show to Eda, and that tool will help her animate her butterflies more. Like, yeah, I brought my phone. I'll write like 0 block, 0.
I sent this link. I hope that works.
You said for Facebook, right?
Yeah, it's just worked for Facebook. And I uploaded it on the website. I cannot publish anything in the program after installing it 3 times. It doesn't work. I don't know why.
I will now change the QR code, and I will show you again that screen so everybody can test. So basically that QR code I replaced with a link of Michaela. So everybody now with your phone, you can test. Let's see. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Okay, now let's see what's going on. It asked me to log into Facebook again. Actually, I changed password, but I forgot. Forgot to save it. Ada, can you test it? Ada, are you
I
here?
couldn't test it.
Do you have Facebook account?
I have, but I didn't install it on my phone, so I'm trying to do that right now.
Yeah, I have also a problem to log into Facebook.
I'm able to taste it, and it works.
So question was that those flowers, they are not reliant to surface horizontal.
Well, they're sticking. I cannot really. Sometimes they're sticking on the screen. They're they're not staying on one spot or so. They as if I would pull them with when I move the phone or jumping.
Basically, how that world effect works when you tap to screen. When you tap to screen, you change position of the 3D object into the digital space.
No,
And when you use your fingers like sliding, you change scale. Try to change scale.
it doesn't do anything with my fingers. Maybe I did something wrong.
Michaela, can you publish the same to link to Instagram, please?
No, I cannot. I can just. It doesn't. I cannot publish it in the program. I saved the file and then uploaded it in the hub, and this just works for Facebook. I don't know why. Something is wrong with this. I installed it a few times. I always get this mistake, and yeah. So I can try to bring on the code. I see my phone somehow. See.
Can you make it a bit up? Phone a bit up, yeah.
So I can't. Sorry. Yeah, now I lost it. So yeah, it's gone, and it doesn't do anything when I tip or whatever. My phone fell down, and now it disappeared. It's a bit weird. I don't know. If it's sticking on the phone and reacting on the phone movements too. Should do that.
I will try to remember myself password to Facebook, because I just changed it on computer, and on my phone it is not changed. Now I will take it. Copy. Yeah, I will take it. I will try to test also. I really interested what's going on. How can I now? I can share with myself my own passwords through the Telegram, maybe. No, it's complicated. It's cyber security. It's important thing. Okay. Now I try. I will start the screen. Maybe Edda will be ready to. Wait, maybe she will be ready to share, to check. I mean, yes. And I will
I
try
need to generate a QR code of my
sculpture.
yeah.
Okay, cool. You can make it as me in a Google Docs or Google presentation. You can place it. We can scan.
Okay.
Now I wanna check the result that Michaela has. You prepare your stuff and we check also. Copy. Wow, copy. Let's go. I wanna scan it, right? I'm scanning. I go to object experience. Now it is loading. Yeah. Okay, I cannot log into my account, even with new password or password. I will, Michaela, I will check later. I will find out what you mean. So, Ida, you can share your screen and share with us, but better for Instagram. You can share your QR code so we scan it.
Okay. A second. Mm. It's here.
Okay. Okay, it is loading. It says me try to find a flat surface.
Yeah, for me that also takes time, but when it finds that like perfect spot, it works.
Yes. It works. But I see something interesting in the middle, like some square. I will share right now. Tap to place. Find a flat surface. And I see some square. What is this? Like maybe some file? Yeah, I think you need to add, of course, sound. You need to add sound. Also, maybe to add some animation to butterflies. Now I will show you how to make it tap to place, and I want to show you what I see from them. Yes. If I share my screen, we will be sharing together. Do you see?
Oh, mine
This-
doesn't look like that.
Yeah, so there's something very strange. Maybe I need to close all applications. Maybe it remembers something. I'll try one more time. Ada, can you share again?
Okay.
I wanna close all applications and try one more time. Maybe just remember from previous experience something. Yeah, it still have it. What the template did you use? Maybe you have something in your Spark AR in scene. Maybe you have some target tracker installed. So it basically tried to show me a lot of stuff.
I'll check that.
Yeah, there is something probably, but it looking like square, maybe target tracker. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Also, before we close the session, just 1 second, I will show you a very useful thing also for your filters. Is when you create a filter, for example, when we start, and we see like that rigged characters, they are too big. Maybe I just replace their size, make them smaller. But I, for example, don't wanna turn them like that. I wanna turn them in their different ways. Yeah, so we have special object for that. It calls null object. Null object over there. Maybe even that rigged character. All the files we see here, they have the same name like in a scene direction. So I don't wanna have that animation. I just delete it. Yes, and I take my null object under the plane tracker. You see, it's here. Null object means it is in 000 position, 000. And I place my rigged character into null object. Where is my null object? See, so basically I can adjust, this is pivot point of my characters. So when it started to turn them, it was around that pivot point and it was ugly. I didn't want that. So if sometimes we don't have some trouble with pivot point and the complex some 3D shape, we can use null object. It is just here, and we can place it maybe a bit higher, and then our rigged object place, like we can play with that, right? And then what we do with animation, we apply to null object. So we can use that magic tool, or we can yes, that's what I wanted. You see, now it is turning that way that I wanted to turn, but maybe not so fast. So here in duration, I make it just slowly like this. So why I'm showing that for your butterflies, they have two wings like this, right? So
Yes.
you can place, for example, left wing to null object 1, 0. Then you create another null object. Where is that? Can we make them more? Yes, we can make them more. You place null object again under plane tracker. And you can, another part of butterfly place under the null object, just rename that. One null object 1, another 0, 2, and 3. And you place under object 1. So you can animate them. So it will be like animation like this, like they are flying.
That will look so cute.
What?
That would look so cute. I will try that.
Yeah, you try that, and that object null is always for complicated objects with a strange pivot point. If they're turning in a strange way, not as you want, you just place it and place that strange object, just a like child object, like I did here under the null. So and animate null object, then you can more precisely work and really adjust it. Yeah. Also, don't forget to use that zoom in, zoom out. In transition, we have linear and we have many things you can try to get the result, like blinking wings. So, and add it to your filter sound as we learned last time. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being part of our amazing journey. I really am proud of you all because it was not so easy. I must tell you, I know Spark AR since 2019 and I know a lot, so I can share it pretty fast. But for last weekend, I joined for Snapchat. And it was complicated, like just completely new program. It's quite similar to Spark AR, but it's different. And my head was like this. So I understood your position, like you were overwhelmed with information. Just you need more time and don't stop, continue to work, try. You can find a lot of tutorials on Spark AR website and on YouTube, everywhere. They have community on Facebook. I will prepare a link and ask tomorrow with record Kunsthalle to send you so you can join. In community, you can always ask people if you don't know how to get it. But basically, there are a lot of information, and if something you cannot make, just Google it or search on YouTube. You can find a solution. Or in documentation, we are reading documentation normally. So, and those who will continue in Hanover, it will be a lot of fun because we will use our headsets. We have a lot. We start with the virtual festival on 2nd of September, right? I will be performing live, so everybody invited. And also then we will dive deeply to the topic reimagine your city. So we will be working with City Hanover, diving deeply to historical connections, trying to reimagine that. Maybe we will use some 3D scanning, 3D printing, virtual reality, augmented reality. So it's gonna be fun, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. We can't wait to have you here in Hanover.
Yeah, just in 10 days, right? Very soon. And I want to thank Eda. Thank you so much for joining us. I really adore you and your abilities to learn. And you see, Vural, he just listened to lessons and he dropped out, and you didn't do that. So I'm really proud of you. So just keep on doing. I think that you have a lot of abilities to create digital content. You have knowledge of 3D modeling, of Blender. You have Gravity Sketch. So just keep doing, and also just some AI tools. It will help you also.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Michaela, your project is really interesting. I think you need to work more. If you will have some problems, you can contact me. I will help you. Just I need to remember password of my Facebook so I can test your stuff, and I will how I can contact you via Kunsthalle. So if I will understand what's wrong, so I can give you advice how to finish it. So, and thank you, Harro and Helena, working hard for us organizing that event. It was a big pleasure to collaborate with you. And then recording of that last session, we will send you tomorrow, because also we have there multiple tracking, and we have some things that you can learn and apply to your projects too.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
over.